Good day, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, viewers and home. You're welcome to another edition of Focus 2019. Brought to you was from Citizen Information Network, CIN, the online channel that bridges the information gap between the government and, of course, the people. Today on the show, we shall be looking at the INEC preparation and readiness for the rescheduled 2019 general election that shall be taking place on February the 23rd, which happens to be this Saturday. My name is Akporero Henry Akpos, and today, you know, remember, INEC, for this 2019 general election, there are over 80 million registered voters with 119,973 polling units and 91 registered political parties, but with only 73 that are actually having presidential candidates. Well, earlier today, the INEC chairman, talking about the person of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, addressed pressmen in Abuja, stating the level of preparation and readiness that the INEC they actually are in terms of distribution of sensitive materials in some states. We'll take a break now to hear from the INEC chairman and hear what he had to say at the press conference. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
The leadership of that commission was represented at the first briefing. And today I'm glad to say that we have another addition. The leadership of the Electoral Commission of the Republic of Cameroon, ELECAM, has joined us. So please, let's welcome the team from the Republic of Cameroon. Let me warmly welcome you to the third briefing since Saturday on the state of preparedness of the Commission for the elections on Saturday this week. At yesterday's briefing, we reported that we achieved 95% configuration of the smart card readers nationwide. For those who might wonder why we are laying so much emphasis on the smart card readers, particularly the international observers, I want to say that the card readers were introduced in 2015 to facilitate the accreditation of voters using the permanent voter cards. They are configured to specific polling units and only open for use at 8 in the morning on election day. They automatically shut down by 10 p.m. in order to forestall any illegal use of the card readers before the appointed time for elections. That is why we had to reconfigure them to the new date of Saturday, the 23rd of March. As I said earlier, yesterday I reported 95% completion of the configuration. I am pleased to report that we have now achieved 100% completion of the configuration. We are good to go on this score. Similarly, I briefed you yesterday that our state offices had commenced the process of inviting stakeholders to the branches of the Central Bank of Nigeria to examine the retrieved materials deployed last week and to witness the batching of materials according to local government areas. Reports we received from the states indicate full compliance. So on this score, we are good to go. Similarly, I briefed you yesterday that having moved the sensitive materials to the 37 states and the Federal Capital Territory, the forward deployment to the 774 local government areas nationwide will commence today, Wednesday, 20th February 2019, and be concluded tomorrow, Thursday, 21st February 2019. Already, 10 states, Adamawa, Anambra, Benue, Ekiti, Jigawa, Katsina, Ogun, Oshun, Oyo, and Taraba have commenced the movement of materials to the local governments today. Other states will do so and conclude tomorrow. We will give a full rendition of movement to local government areas across all the states of the Federation at the 3 p.m. briefing tomorrow. We have been making good progress on logistics. All other arrangements for the movement of personnel from the local government areas to the wards are on course. We'll also fully brief you tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Yes, you're welcome back. That's the clip from the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, as he addressed newsmen today in Abuja. Well, the INEC chairman, the INEC chairman actually said in a previous statement issued on Tuesday, 19th, he said, and I quote, "I want to report that as of last night, we have achieved 95% configuration of the 180,000 card readers, and this process is going to be completed on Wednesday morning," which is actually today, one day ahead of schedule. Well, we go for a break, and when we return, we shall be speaking with our correspondent who was at the press conference in Abuja. I'll be right back.
As the 2019 presidential election approaches on February 16, Citizen Information Network gives you a rundown of some of the presidential candidates and their political parties. Kingsley Moghalu, YPP. Kingsley Moghalu is the candidate of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, for the 2019 presidential election in Nigeria. Moghalu was born in Lagos in 1963. He is the former United Nations official and professor in international business and public policy at the Tufts University Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. His campaign promises include 1 billion naira venture capital funding of the creative industry and startup businesses in Nigeria, prioritizing the reformation of the Nigerian police, establish a seaport in eastern Nigeria, and complete the second Niger bridge within 2 years. Omoyele Sowore, AAC. Omoyele Sowore is the candidate of the African Action Congress. He was born in 1971. Sowore is from Eseodo, Ondo State in southwest Nigeria. He is a Nigerian human rights activist, pro-democracy campaigner, and founder of online news agency Sahara Reporters. His campaign promises include to pay workers 100,000 naira living wage, youth corps members to earn 50,000 naira monthly allowance, legalization of Indian hemp. Ade Tokumbo, Olufela.
You're welcome back. Right now we have Ahmed Hassan on the line. Hassan was actually at the press briefing today. Hello, Mr. Hassan.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
Yes, good evening. You were at the conference. You were at the conference center today. What was the reaction to the INEC chairman statement?
Well, actually, what the INEC chairman said was that he informed Nigerians that INEC is ready for the elections, and at the moment, it has achieved 100% reconfiguration of its smart card reading machine, and so therefore all the challenges that it encountered last week, which led to the postponement of the election, are being handled at the moment. Okay. And so, also the deployment of materials to states across the country and the FCT has been completed as at today.
All right, Mr. Hassan,
yes.
There are actually speculations that the election might be postponed again. Do you think INEC is fully ready, going by the chairman's statement?
Yeah. INEC is fully ready. I don't think all those speculations are anything to go by. They are just mere speculations, because he has actually told Nigerians that the issue of logistics, which made the commission to postpone last week's election, has been handled to a certain extent that will enable INEC to conduct a free and fair election. That is by 23rd of February. That's in the next few days, hopefully.
Okay, Hassan, talking about what is the reaction in Abuja to the statement made by President Muhammadu Buhari as regards ballot snatching? How are Abuja reacting to this?
Yes. Well, most people were shocked, but again, for some who are supporters of the All Progressive Congress, the APC, they actually kind of like in support of what the president said, even though they know very well that the president actually meant that that whoever snatches a ballot box will be doing so at the risk of his own life. But for people who are in support of PDP, they expressed dismay and they actually frowned at the statement of the president. Even yesterday, when the PDP had its National Executive Committee meeting at Wadata Plaza, they expressed their dissatisfaction over the statement of the president, saying that it is as if the president has no constitution and the lives of the ordinary Nigerians who actually voted for him in March in 2015. And so most people in Abuja are not actually happy by the statement of President Buhari.
Okay, Hassan, on a final note, do you think the postponement of the election from last week Saturday being 16th to this Saturday 23rd, do you think it will affect voters' turnout on Saturday?
Yes, it will have affected, but for the fact that INEC has lifted the campaign window again and allowed campaign to continue until tomorrow by 12 midnight, I think a lot of people will be further enlightened on the need for them to come out and then exercise their franchise, which of course is part of the requirement for a democratic process like ours. And like the INEC chairman also said today, it is as a body, as the electoral umpire, it is actually not going to be biased, and it is not under pressure from any quarters by anybody. Just as it was speculated that some people, some highly placed people from the APC are pressurizing the commission, and also some people from the PDP are also pressurizing the commission. The INEC chairman actually told us that the commission is not under any pressure from anybody, and therefore we believe that people will come out to exercise their franchise because of the fact that INEC has lifted the window for campaign.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. We hope to speak to you soon in subsequent editions of the program.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, viewers at home, that was actually our correspondent in Abuja talking about Ahmed Hassan, who was at the INEC press briefing today. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, I shall be speaking with our other correspondent in Kano, Suleke. Don't go nowhere. You're still watching Citizen Information Network, and this is Focus 2019.
Born in Ibadan, Oyo State in 1971, is the presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria for the 2019 presidential elections. Fela Durotoye is a business consultant, leadership expert, and motivational speaker. He is the president of the Gemstone Nation Builders Foundation, a non-profit, non-governmental organization targeted at training youths towards transformational leadership and social change. Below are some of his campaign promises if elected. Increase education and literacy rate by up to 90%. Defeat Boko Haram with human intelligence and return internally displaced persons, IDP, and diversify the economy by promoting non-oil sector growth through agriculture, mines, and steel. Atiku Abubakar, PDP. Atiku Abubakar, an indigene of Adamawa State in Nigeria. born in 1946. He is the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate for the 2019 presidential elections. Atiku served as the 11th Vice President of Nigeria from 1999 to 2007 under the presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo. Abubakar is a co-founder of Intel's, an oil-serving business with extensive operations in Nigeria and abroad. He is also the founder of Adama Beverages Limited and AUN, both in Yola, Adamawa. Campaign promises include privatization of economy, to end pro-Biafra agitation, and 40% cabinet seats for youths. Muhammadu Buhari, APC. The incumbent president, Muhammadu Buhari, is the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC. Buhari was born in 1942. He is an native of Dara in Katsina State, Nigeria. Buhari is a retired Major General in the Nigerian Army and previously served as the nation's head of state from 31st December 1983 to 27th August 1985 after taking power in a military coup d'etat. He unsuccessfully ran for the office of President of Nigeria in the 2003, 2007 and 2011 general elections before defeating the incumbent president Goodluck Jonathan in 2015 to become Nigerian president. If re-elected, Buhari has promised to do the following: infrastructure in terms of improved roads, rail and power, agricultural development, and human capital enhancement services, healthcare and education. Citizen Information Network will be bringing you live updates and live feed on the 2019 presidential election. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so at CIN Nigeria. You can also follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Citizen Information Network will be streaming live. To be part of this, log on to our website www.cinnigeria.com/live.
All right, you're welcome back from that break. You're still watching Focus 2019, brought to you from Citizen Information Network, the online platform that bridges the information gap between the government and, of course, the masses. Well, while we are waiting, remember you can be part of this conversation by following us on our various social media handles. On Facebook at CIN Nigeria, on Instagram at CIN Nigeria, on Twitter, we are also on Twitter at CIN Nigeria. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you that is watching me right now, at CIN Nigeria. Or follow us on our website at www.cinnigeria.com. Well, while we are waiting, Suleke, let me just take you through some of the INEC data and statistics as it concerns the 2019 election. We'll let you know that there are over 84 million registered voters for this election, and also there are a total number of 119,973 polling units across the country, and there are 91 political parties that actually registered initially, but there are just a maximum number of 73 that has presidential candidates vying for the seat of presidency on Saturday, which happens to be 23rd of February. I would like to implore you to go out and cast your votes. Like the INEC chairman has already given us assurance that all facilities are in place. All facilities are in place, and we also want to let you know that you can also be part of this conversation by calling the numbers that are displayed on your screen right now. Let's hear from you. Let's hear your thoughts, your views as regards the 2019 election. The postponement, how did it affect you? When you heard it, how exactly did you receive it? It's funny because I was actually on the streets of Ajah in Lagos last week, immediately after the postponement, and a lot of persons, they had a lot to say, and Nigerians were actually expressing their displeasure as to the different schedules, you know, their life, their work, their businesses that were put on hold that day because they actually wanted to exercise their franchise and vote for the next president. Joining on this conversation, call our numbers now. Let me hear from you. Do you have a wedding that has been scheduled for Saturday before? Do you have a marriage? Is there this party that you've already scheduled before that has been cancelled? Let's hear from you because a lot of people actually have a lot to say. And I also want to implore you, make sure you go out and vote on Saturday. INEC, they are making sure that they are putting efforts to make sure that no excuses. You can actually vote with different fingers as opposed to just the thumb that we're all accustomed to. So just make sure that you vote. I'll still take you through. Some of the statistics. I'll also let you know that there are over 80 million registered voters for this election. Okay, right now we have Suleke on the line. We'll talk to Suleke now. Hello, Suleke. Good evening, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Very fine, sir. How is Kano today?
Oh, Kano is so beautiful. Kano is so fine. All the viewers are waiting for us to talk.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Suleke, there are speculations that people will not come out to vote because of the frustration caused by the postponement of the election from last Saturday to this Saturday. Would this, in your opinion, sir, would you think this will affect the turnout in Kano?
Yes. Now, I would first of all like to extend my thanks to our viewers nationwide, and secondly to the center officers, or I can say studio manager and people like Billy. But now, as you know, Kano State is extremely different from different about 36 states, the political activities in Kano. Because just before yesterday, that is yesterday, we want to break conference with the Commissioner of INEC in Kano, who is by Professor Biskwa A. Shehu, it's PRO, Alhaji Gerbalon. In fact, the way the Commissioner talked with the press people is just like an apology as usual, that they are regretting something about election day. And then we asked him how about the employees. He said they are all set together with security. But one of the issues that makes everybody find that were recruited, and then for about 2 to 3 weeks. By the end of the day, when they went to their police station, they discovered that it's not their name that was posted to that police station. So they tried to cause confusion, and then he said that he'll take care of that. Up to the extent of in some local government like Nasarawa, about 200 officials of them, those boys make a riot today. Even charges were sent on them that they were promised to be paid 4,000 after their course. At the end of the day, they were paid 3,000. So they start to make an argue. Then we asked him, now, in Kano here, we have about 5.4 million.
Hello, Suleke.
Yes.
Now, we heard that INEC, they've given the go-ahead for political parties to resume a campaign before the deadline day tomorrow. Please.
Of course.
How is this in Kano? Are the different political parties, have they resumed their campaign in Kano?
Of course we are doing. You know, here we have the APC, we have the PDP, we have the PIP, we have the GPN. There are most of the political parties they are penetrating. Although we have a lot. So that's from yesterday, after the announcement of lifting the ban on publicity, a lot of them are going to, continue their campaign. And then some of those candidates, in Kano here, we have about 50 gubernatorial aspirants. We have about 70 senatorial senators, about 200 House of Reps, all their aspirants. And we have about 5.6 votes. They used to they used to go to all around the country. Yes, right.
Now, with the last campaign, with this last campaign, do you think that it will help to change the mind of voters on whom they would like to vote for on Saturday? Now that campaign has resumed, do you think that this last campaign will change the mind of voters on whom they would like to vote?
Of course, because this postponement of elections made some other voters, some decided to change their mind. Some are all still ready to vote for their candidate. But apart from a lot of complaints we receive from different type of people that this postponement makes their business not go well, but they say they are still ready for that particular Saturday. Because even some few candidates get more chance to contact some constituents that they didn't go before. So they are ready, and there is peace. There is no problem. Kano State people are ready to go for them.
All right, so we are very happy to hear that there is peace in Kano. Now, on a final note, what is the reaction in Kano as regards the statements made by President Muhammadu Buhari on ballot snatching during the election? How are Kano people reacting to this?
No, in fact, Kano people, you know, Buhari is
the statement Buhari made about ballot snatching.
Yes, Buhari has a very strong hold here in Kano. So most of the topic going on is that some people translate it in a different form. Buhari said that anybody who ticks the box is on his own risk. Therefore, some people are saying, like PDP are saying he said they should shoot somebody. And then the other parties, like TRP, they are going to vote Buhari. So most of the reaction is that they say, well, anybody who went and pick a box, that some people went and make a democratic election, I think he's risking himself. Because 100 people vote, and you just because of some few change, you pick up the box. So I think it's a risk for him. That's what Buhari was trying to enlighten the people. But opponent position, he said they should keep people. But Kano, they don't mind about that one. All they know is let the day of the election come. Everybody is ready to go for his election. That's what is happening.
All right, Suleke, we are so much grateful for your time with us on the program. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you.
We actually hope to speak to you on a subsequent occasion, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, that's CIN senior correspondent Suleke right there in Kano, giving us a rundown of the situation of things as regards INEC preparation and of course other logistics ahead of the 2019 presidential election, and that's coming up on February 23rd. I'll go on this short break and I'll be back very soon, so don't go nowhere. You're still watching Focus 2019, brought to you by Citizen Information Network.
Some of the topic we are talking about is about the reaction of public in this postponement of the election. However, with me here is Alhaji Manur Ahmed. He's election secretary of APC in Governor Local Government. He wanted to say his reaction.
Dear viewers, actually from the introducer of the program that our reaction to this issue of election postponement is a welcome development. Actually, we just have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making it to be at His will. Of course, our reaction is positive. We will not be discouraged because the reasons given by the INEC is quite acceptable because you know Nigeria is very big and there are so many challenges.
Today with me here, I'm one of the very powerful people in Kano State. He was one time a commissioner of finance in Kano. At the same time, he's very powerful in this government. And he wanted to say his reaction towards the postponement of the election.
The issue of postponement of elections is not a new thing in Nigeria. It has been done before. It is necessitated by several factors to conduct an election in a big country like Nigeria, involving about 40 million voters in the logistic arrangements. So I've done that before. Even in the course of preparation hell-bent on disrupting the credible conduct of the election. I think there is nothing wrong in the INEC to postpone the election to at least for a week. It has been done before. The last time it was done in 2015 when the election was postponed for 6 weeks. Another one was done in 2011 when election was even holding midway, it was stopped. So it's not a new thing. It's only in Nigeria where the opposition think that it is something. If it is for the interest of the nation, if it is for the interest of the conduct of the election properly, if it is for the interest of having credible elections, so be it. It doesn't mean anything. And I think the INEC has earned the confidence of many Nigerians. Very few who have ulterior motives, very few who have ill minds, very few who are disgruntled could say that it is not proper. And for those who wanted to perpetuate rigging, they have been put on board. So that's why many of them are not happy. But for good-meaning Nigerians, for well-meaning Nigerians, it's not an issue. It's just that, of course, some logistics has been wasted, some money had been, wasted, some businesses have been closed. But at the end of the day, the result will justify the means. That's my view on this postponement of election.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
Viewers, we are back to track. I'm here with Alhaji Umaru Paruku. Malia is very powerful in Gordo local government area, that is Kano North. Fortunately, Alhaji Umaru Paruku wanted to say his action in Hausa language. Alhaji Umaru, Bismillah.
Okay, you're welcome back. That was Suleke, our senior correspondent in Kano earlier in the day. Going through around Kano and getting reactions as per 2019 presidential election. Don't forget, you can also join in on this conversation. You follow us on our various social media handles. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CIN Niger. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at CIN Niger. And follow us on our website at www.cinnigeria.com. Call the numbers that are actually on your screen. We're also on WhatsApp. You can drop your WhatsApp message and call us. So we like to hear from you, so we get your reactions as per the 2019 election and matters arising. Don't forget, Citizen Information Network shall be giving you live feeds of the 2019 election on Saturday. So make sure you keep a date with us on February 23rd, as we shall be giving you live feeds and coverage from all parts of Nigeria right here from CIN Niger. Well, before I go, I just give you some few recaps. We told you earlier that INEC chairman, talking about the person of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, addressed a press conference today where he spoke about INEC preparation and distribution of sensitive materials from INEC to other parts of the country. He also assured Nigerians that INEC are fully prepared and that they will deliver come February 23rd. So we hope that there shall be no more postponement, because it get as it will be for Nigerians. I also let you know that for this election, there are over 84 million registered voters. We get more than 84 million registered voters for this election. Make a switch, go my PG mode. Say I'll be data begin. And also we get 119,973 polling units across Nigeria, and 91 registered political parties are actually vying, but 73 remain actually register their candidates. We don't know what will happen with the other numbers. Maybe they're never ready, or maybe 2023 now will be their time. Well, now only go fit tell that one. So INEC don't give us assurance. Say Saturday, now the D-Day and everything will go down. So make sure you keep a date with Citizen Information Network, as we will give you every from all parts of Nigeria as per 2019 presidential election. And may you make sure say we don't ready for you. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we dey CIN Nigeria. Our YouTube channel, subscribe today when it be CIN Nigeria. Follow us on our website when it be www.cinnigeria.com. The program is Focus 2019, and I'm your host. This program is brought to you by Citizen Information Network, CIN, the only online platform when we say we dey jam, we dey kokoma the information gap. We know we arrange everything so that the promo go stretch. You know, understand? We not they give anything for chance, and we they give you classic information as it they break. My name is Akporero Henry Akpos. Until I come your way again next time, still they watch Citizen Information Network, and the program now Focus 2019. Goodbye for now.
As the 2019 presidential election approaches on February 16, Citizen Information Network gives you a rundown of some of the presidential candidates and their political parties. Kingsley Moghalu, YPP. Kingsley Moghalu is the candidate of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, for the 2019 presidential election in Nigeria. Moghalu was born in Lagos in 1963. He is the former United Nations official and professor in international business and public policy at the Tufts University Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. His campaign promises include 1 billion naira venture capital funding of the creative industry and startup businesses in Nigeria, prioritizing the reformation of the Nigerian police, establish a seaport in eastern Nigeria, and complete the second Niger bridge within 2 years. Omoyele Sowore, AAC. Omoyele Sowore is the candidate of the African Action Congress. He was born in 1971. Sowore is from Eseodu, Ondo State in southwest Nigeria. He is a Nigerian human rights activist, pro-democracy campaigner, and founder of online news agency Sahara Reporters. His campaign promises include to pay workers 100,000 naira living wage, youth corps members to earn 50,000 naira monthly allowance, legalization of Indian hemp. Ade Tokunbo, Olufela Durotoye, ANN. Olufela Durotoye, born in Ibadan, Oyo State in 1971, is the presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria for the 2019 presidential elections. Fela Durotoye is a business consultant, leadership expert, and motivational speaker. He is the president of the Gemstone Nation Builders Foundation, a non-profit, non-governmental organization targeted at training youth towards transformational leadership and social change. Below are some of his campaign promises if elected. Increase education and literacy rate by up to 90%. Defeat Boko Haram with human intelligence and return internally displaced persons, IDP. And diversify the economy by promoting non-oil sector growth through agriculture, mines and steel. Atiku Abubakar, PDP. Atiku Abubakar, an indigene of Adamawa State in Nigeria, born in 1946. He is the People's Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate for the 2019 presidential elections. Atiku served as 11th Vice President of Nigeria from 1999 to 2007 under the presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo. Abubakar is a co-founder of Intel's, an oil-serving business with extensive operations in Nigeria and abroad. He is also the founder of Adama Beverages Limited and AUM, both in Yola, Adamawa. Campaign promises include privatization of economy, to end pro-Biafra agitation, and 40% cabinet seats for youths. Muhammadu Buhari, APC. The incumbent president, Muhammadu Buhari, is the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC. Buhari was born in 1942. He is an indigene of Dara in Katsina State, Nigeria. Buhari is a retired Major General in the Nigerian Army and previously served as the nation's head of state from 31st December 1983 to 27th August 1985 after taking power in a military coup d'etat. He also successfully ran for the office of President of Nigeria in the 2003, 2007 and 2011 general elections before defeating the incumbent president Goodluck Jonathan in 2015 to become Nigerian president. If re-elected, Buhari has promised to do the following: infrastructure in terms of improved roads, rail and power, agricultural development, and human capital enhancement services, healthcare and education. Citizen Information Network will be bringing you live updates and live feed on the 2019 presidential election. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so at CIN Nigeria. You can also follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Citizen Information Network will be streaming live. To be part of this, log on to our website www.cinnnigeria.com/live.